what got me to think about volunteering at the library really followed my retirement. I retired a few years ago. I saw an advertisement. Let me first say that I spend some time at the library. I'm acquainted with people on the reference desks, enjoy their recommendations, love to read, independent of this process. What I saw when I was at the library one day was that the library was looking for people to be computer coaches, whatever that meant. Now, I had two kinds of skills that came out of both my business work and my personal interests, and one of those skills was in using the Microsoft package and in working on the internet and helping people, discovering how to explore different portions of it, how to do it simply and easily. The second process that made the advertisement interesting to me was that I had a fairly good knowledge of how to do job searches and how to write resumes. And this was a skill that I thought, well, it's possible I can bring this process to the library. We were in tough economic times in 2008, and that's when I first came here. And I brought a program from the state, brought with me a program from the state, which I adapted and have used in part for people who seek job counseling, who want to know how to write a more impactful resume, and who want to know what's the best place that they can go to find jobs. Where do I search? I gave the skills to several people to go through that process and to go through it successfully. And to me, that was a source of great satisfaction. It's one of the reasons I do it is you get to see, as computer coach, if you're involved in job search programs, you get to see people start, struggle, and succeed. And that's one of the greatest satisfactions that there is. In doing computer training, I recognize that not everyone has the skill sets that I do, has the ability to go seamlessly through most of the processes that exist in getting onto the internet, creating a document in Word, doing a complex spreadsheet. But many people who are taking it up later in life have a real desire to. So the opportunity to teach them and to respond to the specific kinds of questions they have was another area of great satisfaction for me. And I recognize that not everybody wants to learn all the things that I wanted to learn, and some people may want to learn a lot more. So the process of teaching someone is different for almost each person that you counsel with. One of the great areas of that creates humility in my life is the fact that when I'm sure I've got the competency to solve everyone's basic little problems, I run into things that I've never run into before. Here I've got a page that's absolutely clear on the screen. You click the print button and something totally different prints out. How do we resolve that? So not only is the person going through a process where they're learning, the person I'm consulting with, I'm going through a process where I'm learning. So it's, for both of us, it's a learning process, and there's a lot of satisfaction in that. The program as it's done here has been exciting enough to me, and I want to digress for a minute, that I felt I could benefit another library in a community where I spend a significant part of my time in the summer, back on the coast of eastern Maine. I took the program of computer coaching and the program of job search and went to the director of the library there and asked him if I could implement a program like that for them. And what came from that is a weekly consult where an afternoon was published in their monthly magazine on their website and on their reference desk, and people who had specific kinds of difficulties or who wanted to go through job searches would come to me on that day and during that afternoon, and so I carried that process east It wasn't a case of go west, young man. It was a case of go east, young man, or old man, and I found that very satisfying. I can leave here, but I've never really left Huntington Beach because the program and the information that we created. Libraries are driven around a certain concept that defines what a library is and why people come there. And the bigger the library, as in the case of the one here, or the smaller the library, as in the case of the one that I work in Maine, you have to satisfy all of the needs that are related to your paradigm as a library. Now, how do you get out in front of those and respond to things that might be developing before the concept of library evolves into something else? One of the ways that you can do that is you do it with volunteers. These are people who come to you out of the private sector frequently, who have skills that might be newer or more innovative than the general public has, and they can allow you can allow them to bring through, for example, the computer consulting course, to bring those skills to the rest of the population. Doesn't have them before you have to respond in a formal sense to the way that the library changes.